What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Question. Back at it again with a story to tell. This story is about how I got chased by a dog, which is a typical story that you will hear from black niggas in the hood. But this one was different. The shit took place in the suburbs. So one day, I was chilling with my homeboy named Nate. Nate is your average crackhead friend. You know, the one that dances in McDonald's and speaks to absolute strangers and says the wildest shit that could ever be said. If you know, you know. If you don't, you don't. So anyways, me and Nate was chilling watching some good old Amazing World of Gumball, and eventually we got bored. Nate asked if I wanted to go outside for a walk. I said sure. Nate and his fam recently just moved into a suburban area, and it was really nice. Beautiful view, nice neighbors, and some really big and nice houses. Originally stayed in the total opposite of their environment, and there was nowhere in hell we was gonna walk outside, let alone go outside. So me and Nate headed outside with his twin sister Naya. We started to walk, and it was nothing too far from normal. It just consisted of Nate and Naya getting into arguments, Nate waving at random niggas on the street and cars, and just anything that nigga can wave at, niggas gonna wave at it. Soon we ended up walking past the house, and we spotted our eye on this dog. This dog was a buff ass dog, and it had the eyes of a demon. This was no issue though, because again, we're in the suburbs, so of course this dog had a leash on it. Wrong. For some reason, this big ass, strong ass, Tyron ass dog was outside with no fucking leash. And if I'm not wrong, it's an unwritten law in the suburbs to have a dog without a leash on it. Its existence wasn't really a problem because it looked like it didn't really have any intention on bothering us, but the existence that was the problem was this nigga Nate. Again, I already explained what kind of person Nate is, so you get the general idea about what's gonna fucking happen. We started walking past the house, and he had like a good distance away from it. And as we're walking past the house, the dog catches his eye with us. Me and Nate glanced back to make sure it's not moving towards us like a normal human would. But Nate did the total opposite. This man just stared at the dog like he wanted to throw hands with it. The dog got tight, and it started to bark at Nate. But still, it wasn't moving toward us. So me and Naya just told Nate to keep walking and chill out. But little do we know, Nate is a dog at heart, and this nigga started barking back at the dog. And I mean like really barking. The dog wasn't taking no shit, and instantly started sprinting towards us. We all took off running. No questions asked. We were running for so long, we didn't even take the time to look back to see if it was even still chasing us. The crazy part is I don't even think it was still chasing us for real. It just ran up to the top of the grass to scare us off, and trust me, that nigga succeeded. I mean, technically you could say I wasn't chased, but we still don't know to this day if we actually got chased or not. But the moral of this story would just be not to do anything with Nate because you never know what could happen afterwards.